Thanks for joining us today, David Maitre. We'll dive straight in and we'll start with the My Rewards origin story. So, can you tell us a bit about when the company was formed and what was the initial product?
Thanks, Jack. Pleasure to talk to you. So, My Rewards started in 2000, and the company started by creating discount coupon books. And these books had a range of discounts to various suppliers such as restaurants, cafes, hairdressers, and it enabled people that had access to the book and their families to save significant amounts of money with anywhere between 10 and 25% discounts to these services. The way we started marketing the books was to identify large membership bases that wanted to add value to their member base by having an additional product and service. And we were able to sell these books as an add-on to their membership to add value. And that's how we started accessing some large bases and selling the books as our initial revenue stream.
So, you started off in a B2B type basis. So, what are some examples of these customers?
So in the early days, we had companies and organisations, say for instance, the unions in the early 2000s were looking to strengthen their offering to their members. So we had a number of unions that would buy our membership books. We would label them up even under the brand of the union, and it would become an additional benefit for being a union member.
So you were white labeling from the start?
Correct.
That takes us through to your digital transformation. You're now a global provider of digital loyalty and rewards programs. Maitre, can you speak to how the company made that digital transition?
Jack, thanks for having us. As a business, we were looking at the market and listening to our clients as to what was happening in the industry. What they really wanted was to move ahead with the times, and hence the coupon books were no longer a primary means of communicating. Using digital technologies, be it websites or mobile apps, became very important, and that led to us transforming our offering from being paper-based to being digital.
So was there any sort of a defining moment, or was it just a sign of the times? And about what year did this start to happen?
Look, we started moving from providing books to creating those coupons on a web platform late in the 2010, 2012. But the key defining moment was around the years 2015, 2016, where we started getting approached by customers who were looking for a very strong platform that was secure and had multiple functionalities. And I would say that was predominantly the time when we started evolving the platform to provide these services.
Speaking of spending, My Rewards made the full acquisition of Pegasus Group in 2017, which was transformative for the company. Going into this IPO will be a completion of another acquisition, the acquisition of Infinite Rewards. Can you just outline Infinite Rewards and how it'll mold into the My Rewards platform?
Yeah, so the Infinite Rewards transaction is very synergistic for us. They've been operating a similar style business. We're approaching corporates as well, providing a range of discounts. Generally, they've operated in just slightly different area to us. They have a number of sporting clubs. Recently, they've brought on Australia Post as a client for PO boxes. So everyone that has a PO box in Australia will have access to a reward program, which obviously be under our umbrella. And what we saw is, one, they will be bringing over $12 million of revenue. So at the IPO, our pro forma revenue will be over $30 million annually. And in addition to that, we have, through our ability to provide additional customised solutions, it will provide another marketing channel. And an example is that Australia Post opportunity, where predominantly PO boxes are owned by companies. We're one of the strongest providers of employee programs, back to your original point, that we now have an access to the PO boxes to identify companies that would like to implement a full service employee benefit program. So for us, it's an extremely positive lead generation. So it's not just the purchase of the company and the revenue and the clients, it's what we can do in our ecosystem to grow that business by accessing their good work to date.
So another avenue of potential growth there on the horizon.
Correct.
I mentioned it briefly just before, but another big milestone for My Rewards coming up is the ASX listing, your initial public offering. What was the primary reason for going public?
So, Jack, we've been an unlisted public company since the early 2000s. We have over 300 shareholders now, and there has been a request effectively by the shareholders to try and move to a liquidity event. And obviously under that could be a trade sale, could be an IPO. We felt, given the current market conditions, there's a lot of activity in the sector that we operate in. And what that'll do for us, one, it'll deliver to our shareholders a liquidity event that they've been looking for. It will enable us under the IPO or post-IPO to access capital markets. As you flagged, we've got some significant growth opportunities, not only Australia, but globally. And by having the company in this sector as a publicly listed company, we feel that will become a much more faster way to grow the company, access capital, and along the way reward shareholders for hopefully what we will see as good growth.
Well, thanks so much for your time, guys. We've covered so much in this interview. I guess to cap it off, what's one final message that you can convey to potential future investors of My Rewards?
Jack, My Rewards is poised in a perfect position, especially with the new normal that the world is in. We have a 360 benefit available to the employees and the individuals where they can connect and engage with their colleagues or their employers and get rewarded. We have a solution for corporates where they can connect back with their employees, keep the team spirit up and engage and retain their staff. And also for the suppliers who have been impacted over the last 18 months to give them a captured channel to build their businesses up. From a My Rewards perspective, we see how we can definitely help out all Australians and potentially citizens of the world.
Very, very exciting times ahead. Well, can't wait to see the prospectus and the IPO offering. Until then, thank you so much for your time, Maitre and David, and all the best for the future.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you.